Alrighty guys, we are back in Ward's garage, and this is project number 1. We've got a Manco Dingo go-kart, and so far what I have done with it is pretty much just taken off the stock tires that I got with it and put on just these roll-around tires to get started. And I'm not for sure, I think this is a 5 horsepower. And then we got a nice torque converter already on it, which that's pretty nice. Put that on maybe like a year or two ago. And then pretty much it. We are going to remove the seats today for project 1. And that's pretty much it. Has a new spark plug. We're going to get this thing running. It wants to start the first pole, and then it just doesn't want to do anything. And look at that rigged up gas line. It doesn't even have a return spring on it, so it's just pretty much on a rope that's string through here, which is, I don't even think the pedal works. It's just a thing that you pull on this thing, which is pretty stupid. But, I mean, that's project number 1. Alrighty guys, so let's get started and go ahead by removing the seat. And now there are 2 bolts back here, but I'll show you here in a second. But I already have the seat removed because it's all rusted right there, so I had to smash the bolts out. I mean, they're pretty compact seats, but as you can tell, they're ripping a lot. So that's what it is. And as I did the same thing on the bottom, ripped it out. Need to replace both that. So got that. And this thing is filthy underneath it. I mean, this thing is like, let's see, I'll take you guys right here. This thing is like super, it's just dirt, electrical tape. But hey, now we can see back here, which it just had an oil change actually. So there's still some oil right here, but I think we will be good. So now, I think I'm going to start by taking off, what should I go with next? I might start off by taking off this frame part right here. This part and right here, which will take off this part all up on the top. So, we'll see how that ends out. Alrighty guys, so we got this one bolt off, which was just a standard, just a nut and bolt. I mean, that's a pretty long bolt, took me a while to get off there. But now this one's different. This one's held on with this one, and then this bolt is like on like one thread. And I can tell now what the sound is coming from. It's just this banging constantly right here at this gap. I mean, you can already see that there's a gap there, and that's not just from this screw in. See, if I hold this down, there's still a gap there. So I can see that. So far we got this removed and this removed, and when we get back, this will be off. And then we'll be moving on. Alrighty guys, so we're going to try to move on to this, and I'm going to try to do one pull, which it's probably going to want to start, and it's not going to want to, so we'll find out. And it did not do both, which I don't think I have enough room here to really yank on it. But it's not wanting to it's not wanting to go. something wanting to turn over. So, with that said, I guess we're just gonna start taking it apart piece by piece, cleaning it a lot because it is dirty as hell. So, I mean, everything's all falling apart, so I'll try a couple more times and ooh, I can just smell that gas coming off of it. I started, I wanted to there. And it is not one to come. So, looks like we're back to where we started, and that is to just start cleaning it up. We get it all ready to paint, get a nice color on there. Please put nice two color combinations in the comments below, and whichever one gets the most likes, or whichever one I like the best, which probably go that way, which one I like the best, then it's gonna get painted that. So, we will see you guys. Alright guys, so far I have taken out both of these bolts right here. So now this thing is free. And now since we have taken this off previously, this whole thing, all I have to do is undo this bolt, and this bolt, and this one. Well, that is loose. I can undo that with my hand. And then we should be able to get this thing off right here. So that will be out of the way, and I think that'll look a lot cooler because I won't have all this in the back now. This thing we will be taking off. I can almost bend this thing off. Well, that's scary. It's only held on with one bolt on each side. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna get to that, and I think I'm going to take off this thing first, so. Alright guys, so we got that taken off, and it looks so much wider now. I mean, it looks like you're pulling up, and it looks, to be honest, it looks longer because this thing's not creating the height now. And I mean, remember, all I did was unscrew a bolt here, bolt here, bolt here, and bolt here, and then I had two bolts up at the top that I had to do, and that thing just came right off. I mean, and that's how all you dingo people that have one of these, that's how much better it looks when you have that thing off. So now all I gotta do is take this back one off. Yeah, probably gonna take that thing off. I mean, look how much that thing's bending already. Cause it's just held on with two screws. And then this right here, actually, when I tried to unbolt this, and it actually snapped off. So I just went ahead and did the same thing to the other, because I'm guessing that when they're connected, it's a full circuit and it's giving both. So I'll have to come back, and if we go back to where the switch is at, actually, it's actually just that manual switch that you just flick like that. You know, on this side, I mean, this thing's old, so it's all rusted up. It goes on here and there, which kind of just came off. I mean, you can go back on, but I mean, that's where we have all our seat, all of our junk stuff right now, which I might do something with the seat. I've put a new board in right here, because these things are all rusted up. And I mean, look at this, the paint's just peeling right off this thing. That's what I was talking about, the script screws right here. It was rusted inside it, so I just used it. The seat came out, I mean, the head thing came off real fine. That was two bolts right there, that came off real fine. So let's get started on this back piece. Alrighty guys, so now we got that back piece off, and that thing is looking nice. So now that we got this tower off, we have it thrown over here to the side. And I mean, now I guess, which will be in next episode. So next episode we will be probably taking this thing off right there, getting the motor off, probably taking it apart in pieces. I'm probably just gonna take off the torque converter, take off the clutch chain, or just a chain, because there's only a chain on here. Take that off, and we'll go from there. So I will see you guys all next video, and this is what we have so far. Peace.